For the past 3 years, Northeast Vietnam has been one big question mark on my off-road map. My excuse was that I was too busy exploring all the amazing short, easy access trails in the Northwest. But the truth is, it was just really far away. Between not having enough time and being a little lazy, this trip kept getting pushed back. Eventually, I almost forgot about it until I couldn't stand the fact that I still didn't have an off-road route here. So we finally set aside 5 days to find out what this region had to offer. This time, I wasn't riding alone. Joining me was Nguyen, my former co-worker and also my best riding buddy since I moved to Hanoi. I'm trying to talk less in this video. Let's get into it. Day 1, Hanoi to Lũng 10, 258 kilometers. After escaping the capital for about 60 kilometers, we stopped for a good coffee before blasting another 160 kilometers up the highway to Bắc Cạn, where we finally hit some dirt. Nguyen loves planning route and discovering new places. Before the trip, he had our map covered with potential trails.
My father told me, la, 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 la.
I'm the opposite. Growing up in the countryside, I've always trusted my instinct. It told me right away that most of those trails were not going anywhere, and I was right. We spent quite a bit of time running into dead ends, but it was still fun to try. If there is a village, there is probably a trail nearby. As simple as that. The first day turned out to be easier than we expected. We had a great time riding, filming, and even found a trail cutting through the jungle. I had a problem with my handlebar back setup. It caused a few crashes and gave us a good laugh. With the sun not setting until around 7 p.m. in summer, we still had time to relax. We rode through Phi Oác National Park before arriving at a lovely little homestay, the only one in the area. Day 2, Lũng 10 to Bảo Lạc, 168 kilometers. Our first stop was a random pine forest. It looked promising, but we couldn't make it through. The rest of the day went surprisingly well, with almost endless dirt. We rode down into one village, then climbed back up the other side. Along the way, we stopped at a beautiful grassland. My favorite trail of the day was this gnarly section with stunning mountain views. Nguyen had the brilliant idea of climbing over a big mountain. We spent quite a while trying to make it work, and eventually ran out of water. Luckily, a local guide confirmed what I had been saying all along. It was a dead end. I just couldn't convince Nguyen. In the afternoon, we checked out a few trails recommended by some friends before making it to our hotel at a reasonable hour. Another successful day. Day 3, Bảo Lạc to Cao Bằng, 248 kilometers. We headed north from Bảo Lạc on some easy dirt tracks, rode through a small jungle section, found a few fun trails, and eventually made it to the Chinese border. There were a few turnarounds along the way, but they didn't make the cut. After that, I took Nguyen on one of the trails I already knew, and we looked back to Bảo Lạc at around 3 p.m. We checked out a few dirt roads before a local guide pointed us towards another cool trail. We wrapped up the day with a long gravel road and finally rolled into our hotel in Cao Bang at around 8:30 p.m. I don't know what I did to deserve it, but Nguyen treated me to a five-star hotel. Day 4, Cao Bang Loop, 148 kilometers. We joined a group of local dirt bikers in Cao Bang and spent the morning riding around with them. We didn't find many trails, but we met some new friends instead. These guys were awesome, and they even invited us out for lunch. In the afternoon, we got back to our mission. The plan was to find a way through the jungle. Unfortunately, I got a flat tire, and it took us about an hour to head back and fix it.
Nhanh. Ui ôi to.
So we decided to drive from the other side instead. We had a great ride and marked plenty of new trails on the map. It was already 6:30 p.m. and we were about to head into the jungle. I asked Nguyen if he was sure he wanted to keep going. The guy literally can't see in the dark. Just when we thought we had made it through, we were stopped by a locked gate. Luckily, we had already found another way around earlier that afternoon when I got the flat tire. Otherwise, we probably could have been stuck there. We made it back to the hotel at 9 p.m. and treated ourselves to a pizza. Day 5, Cao Bang to Hanoi, 320 kilometers. The last day didn't quite go to plan. We couldn't find any trails that would be useful for our tours. It was ridiculously hot, and almost every potential trail we checked had already been paved. By then, all we wanted was to get home. It turned into a long day of riding and fighting through the traffic back to Hanoi. It's all part of the job, and we were happy with what we managed to find on this trip. We made it back to Hanoi at around 5:30 p.m. If you like to explore this route yourself, you can find the map details below. Please contact us if you're interested in a motorcycle tour in Vietnam. Thanks for watching.